Broadcasting live from upstate New York, a technology talk show that puts you and your questions first. It's Tech Talk Live.
Yeah, baby, it's Tech Talk Live, coming to you live from upstate New York. I'm Flipper.
I'm Snide.
And I'm JJ.
And we are here to talk to you people. You people.
You people. Do it again. You people.
Yeah, you people.
You got to remember, I can't turn the cameras on until after that song ends.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, baby. Wish you a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And we can still talk about Christmas items and technology. Or call us and tell us what you would like or would like to review or that you do like.
Bend your head down. It's a Merry Christmas. You know, we got Snide with the mistletoe in here.
Kiss my, well, I got it in the right spot, though.
Kiss his mistletoe.
Kiss his mistletoe?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that's what he was thinking.
I've already had sarcastics, and I've already had yesterday, got 2 or 3 kisses. And
Well, yeah, I saw the one kiss, man. You got
that was a Walmart discount, too.
That was a Walmart discount. That was funny.
That was one.
That was one, right?
So anyway, sorry about that. Careful knocking things over.
So yeah.
But anyway, give us a call.
Hey, we're a technology talk show, a computer talk show. We'll help you with your computer. We'll talk about what you want to talk about. So definitely give us a call at
315-220-0692 or reach out at an email
at techtalkliveny@gmail.com, or you can check us out on Facebook at
Facebook.com, Tech Talk Live. Boom.
And we're on Twitter, and we're on G Plus now. We're on Google Plus.
Okay, now are we still debating on, can you get it live now on, you know, like we had problems last week about the getting it live and you didn't?
Yeah, you could get it live, but you can't get it mobile live. For some reason, they're not offering a mobile stream to the live yet. So
where is mobile? What do you mean mobile?
Mobile.
Like the little,
like the iPad,
iPad, the Androids, their phones.
Yeah, well, but you can.
I'm really thinking about seeing if I can maybe buy another RAM upgrade for this computer, and we'll
RAM it where?
In the memory slot.
All right.
Wow.
Anyway, but and doing Mixler or something, so you can at least pick up the audio.
What is? I forget now what it was. In there not iPod, but you can download it. It's called.
It's a podcast.
Podcast.
Yeah,
There
podcast
iPod,
in iTunes.
but I had the wrong pod in the place. Right. Podcast.
You're a pod, all right.
So anyway, what do you got to talk about this week besides?
I've got a ton of stuff to talk about.
But I don't want to hear your ton. I want to hear them people out there. Give us a call, please. Tell us what they want.
Well, I got to tell you, in a couple weeks, Andrew's going to probably call in. Hopefully, I hope he's going to call in with a review of his new Windows phone.
Oh.
So you see what the Windows 8 phone.
Windows 8 phone,
yeah. He had to do a lot of finagling, but I guess he got it. So sounded interesting.
Or trial or what?
I have no idea how he got it. But.
Well, see if we can get one for a trial.
Well, I'd love to.
Play with it.
I would love to start. I saw this lady the other day, younger lady who's must be in technology and in broadcasting. The hot women always get the best jobs. This girl beat the snot out of this bag that said that this bag was indestructible and it was waterproof and it would keep your iMac safe and all your tech toys.
And she got in the bag and
She beat the living hell out of this thing, man. Let me tell you, she put it in a bathtub. I mean, it was great.
Hey, Oscar.
Oh, hello. He's really like attacking you.
Hey, buddy.
We've really got.
Coming is when we get on the air. He's running around here all the time when we're sitting there.
Well,
getting ready, but now we're on air, and now he's got to be in there.
He knows that he's got to be on air. I mean,
right?
But anyway, she was beating the crap out of this bag and put it in the water and all that stuff. And
she beat the hell out of this bag, man. She reviewed it. It was a great review, but it was funny at the same time. And she wouldn't put her Mac iBook in the watertight compartment case, and she dunked it and soaked it in the bathtub. So instead of putting the iMac in there, she just put a piece of paper in that had the Mac symbol on it. And then when she opened it up after soaking it, it was just absolutely soaked. So it's not it would survive a rainstorm without a problem, but definitely not submerged. So
okay, but
that's kind of stuff like we should probably be doing a little bit of at some point.
That brought up the deal with the iPhone.
The iPhone?
The waterproof iPhone that they threw right in here. It was right on the news the other day.
Yeah, at
Throw it right in the fishbowl and let it sit there. And then he gets in there and he starts playing with it. See, it works.
yeah.
And then he pulls it out and dries it, wipes it off. It isn't just a sprinkle of water.
Yeah.
This was thrown right in the fishbowl
Yeah.
in the new iPhone.
Yeah, the iPhone.
Waterproof iPhone.
Yep. It was a big feature at the GDT Gadget Fest, whatever
Yeah.
they call it now.
Yeah. Comfest or
yeah,
Com-
no, it wasn't Comfest, but it was a Gadget Fest. That's what they're calling it.
No.
I think it's,
Little gadgets.
but it's iPhones, Androids.
Yeah.
This new wristwatch thing. The
That I did last week.
yeah, basically.
Right?
So, one of the bigger news. Me and Snide.
You see it first here on Tech
No,
Talk.
it sure in heck wasn't on Tech Talk first. But anyway, we just like to talk about that kind of stuff.
Right.
But anyway, the big thing is me and Snide has always been do-it-yourselfers. I think a lot of people out there are probably do-it-yourselfers. Want to build PCs, want to put your own memory in, do your own upgrades and all that stuff, right? There are a lot of people that want to do that. They don't want to just go to Dell and just buy a...
Not JJ. JJ has Flipper do it.
Right.
And Flipper farms that stuff out,
I do?
He hasn't got time.
Well, yeah, not anymore. Holy cow. Anyway, so one of the big things in the news for those people right now is that AMD just cut their wafer sales almost in half for the fourth quarter. Which
They're making them thinner now, wafers?
well, micro thin, boss. Anyway, the whole thing comes down to is that everybody's worried that this is the first signs that AMD is faltering in the do-it-yourself chippers. At the same time, Intel, there was a rumor going around the internet about Intel not providing socketed processors. They would all be soldered onto motherboards. So you could never upgrade your processor. You could never change it. You could never repair it. You could never swap it out. None of that. Okay. And that was a huge rumor that it was the end of the PC. It was the end of Mac. It was the end of PC. It was the end of all that stuff because the processors would have to be soldered onto motherboards, and you'd have to buy a whole motherboard processor set, which would cost you about $500 in order to upgrade your
You
computer.
might better buy another laptop.
Buy another computer, right? Absolutely.
Right.
So,
Throw
Intel-
away society, right?
yep. Intel actually came out and said, no, we're still dedicated to socketed processors, so that's a great sign
Right.
that the PC isn't dead, and so didn't AMD. But the big concern with AMD though is that they're cutting their wafer sales, which is the actual processor basically, manufactured by I had it on the tip of my tongue. Manufactured by... Never mind. Okay, so anyway, they're cutting their sales, but it's a good partnership between this foundry place and AMD, but they had to violate their contract and just order less because they're just not selling as much. So, and that was like a lot of financial people were worried that, oh my God, AMD is going to go under. Oh my God, that's a huge part of the PC world. We're all gonna see PCs are gonna be in the museum and this, that, and the other, and blah 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 blah. So,
Oh, by the way, next week I got to play Santa Claus next Saturday.
yeah. So you're not here?
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
If you're
I
not
don't
here,
know. I got to see what the timeline is because it's going to be close.
okay. Well, if you're not here, maybe we can get Tiffany.
Tiffany
See
Gallagher.
if she wants to
Sure.
come on. Since I was watching her podcast the other day, I thought it was really funny because, I felt so bad for her. She was having a hard time with those videos.
Somebody needed to reach out to her.
Yeah, I know.
Give her a call.
Absolutely something, right? Love her show. Love her and Amanda.
Well, maybe
but,
she can improve by being on here.
well, no. The reason why I want her on here is because she was like, well, you know how me and technology don't get along.
Oh.
So I was like, we got to have her on Tech Talk. We'll get her on technology. It'll be all good.
She opened the door.
Right, absolutely.
So I'm just not that I'm not sure, but I got to see what the time wise because I gotta fix mashed potatoes in the morning and for the meal out there.
Yeah.
And I think the meal is at 1:00. I'm not sure, so
Yeah,
that
you ain't gonna
means
be able to
we
be
got to
on here.
leave.
Yeah, you're not going to be on.
So, by the time I get everything loaded in the car and fixed and
Yeah, whatever.
KP duty and the whole 9 yards.
Nice.
I didn't know you had KP duty.
Oh yeah, I get it all the time.
Ah,
New technology in the kitchen too. You know what I mean? Kitchen utensils. Guess what I found?
what?
The other day I was going through the drawers, and I found a potato peeler, battery operated potato peeler your mother had.
Wow.
This was a while back.
And that was modern technology back then, right?
Yeah. So I still use the old potato peeler, type thing.
Whatever happened to
I-
like the apple peeler?
And then,
No,
Same thing
yeah,
with the
the
potato peeler. Right?
Yeah, you put the apple or the potato in the little thing, you turn it, and it, would
Right.
it was just like
well,
a
I
little.
got a little apple. It's up in the cupboard, the apple peeler.
That's
right?
the best modern technology right there.
And then if you punch it or push it, it decors it.
Decors
too.
it, right? Yep.
Right?
Cheers. Cheers.
But anyway, going through
Cheers.
that drawer, I ended up finding something for my SO. She's in the pigs, right, and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Remember the old ice cream scoop that?
Yeah, the oink one. Yeah, it was a piggy. Then you scooped it and went oink, 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 oink,
Yeah.
oink. Yep.
So
Great diet deterror.
I got
Not really.
I got to put a couple of batteries in it so that
There you go.
my SO gets to hear it.
Right.
And
So
but I'm trying to clean out some of them drawers.
you could be a
that,
fat pig too.
Oi!
Just like old days.
But anyway, getting back on your subject again about.
Oh, you don't have to get back on my subject. I was just throwing that out there. I mean, we can do whatever, I mean, we can go on a lot of that. I got a ton of stuff.
Guess what I got from Time Warner the other day?
A bill.
Not. It wasn't from Time. Now listen. It wasn't from Time Warner because it said, "Oh, my account has been changed," and da 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 da, and all the phony stuff. If you read the thing the way it was written, it was as phony as a day is long.
So what was it? Was it
A scam.
on email though?
Yeah, email.
Okay, it
So you
wasn't in the mail.
clicked on this site, and it would take you off into their site and wanted this information. Next thing you know, you're putting your credit card or number or something
Right,
in to
you're
update
right.
it, and you got scammed.
Right. Anyway,
So-
hopefully Peter's listening and David. Hopefully both of them are on listening.
But anyway, Time Warner doesn't have a spoof thing where you can send these.
Yeah, they got contacts at timewarner.com or something like that.
I went into contacts and there's no spoof page. Faulty or what do you
Yeah,
call
but
it?
yeah, spoof. It's a spoof.
I know.
So you send a spoof message so that they're updated. So I finally, after I looked for an hour, I quit and I deleted it because I knew it was phony. But anyway, there's another scam for you people out there in
Right.
your world.
Right.
Be careful, be
watch
wise,
out.
read who it's from.
Yes.
It wasn't from Time Warner, even though it had Time Warner in the title, but you want to
Yeah.
watch the first part of it, /Time Warner.
Well, you want to actually read the email address, well,
Right.
flipper@gmail.com or something like that. Okay, if all of a sudden that's what Time Warner's sending it out as, it's a good bet it's not them.
But it was
Right.
XYG, da 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 da, several different odd letters. It wasn't,
Combination.
Right.
coming from them. You knew it wasn't coming from them.
Right.
So
Anyway,
beware. Beware.
buyer beware.
Barbie? Barbie? Where's Barbie? I
Buyer-
love I thought
buyer
you said Barbie.
beware.
I'm like, oh my God, that's great.
Anyway, what you got?
Anyhow, hopefully Peter and David are watching. Love you guys up in Waterloo and Seneca Falls here. And, they're big Star Wars buffs, okay? So on December 13th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., on display until January 2013 is an art show about Episode 2. Well, Art Show Episode 2 is what they're calling it. Who Shot Who First? And it's artwork. It's Star Wars artwork by several regional artists, and it's at now. Needless to say, it's not in this area, so we got to fly someplace. It's at it's actually in Seattle, Washington, at the LTD Art Gallery, and here's a sample of one of those. Whoops!
Do-do-do.
Rotate.
Take it up a little bit, maybe. I don't know.
There you go. So
Got it all in, huh?
Who shot first?
who shot who first? Yep.
Right.
So, and it's really amazing that I actually went to the website and saw some of the stuff from the previous years, and it's really amazing. I can see where Star Wars has such a great fan base that it just amazes me that it's still alive, is still as strong as it is. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, you got people that are making art for it. You got fan fiction. You got I mean, everything and anything. What are you laughing about?
No, it's something that I told Rob Harding over at the Auto Specialist when I set up my. You were talking about Star Wars,
Yeah.
But I was just talking to Rob, and I says, Rob, I got to set up an appointment to get my car inspected. And he says, yeah. But I says, I want it done before the world comes to an end here.
Oh,
12,
to mine.
20.
Yeah, 12, 21, 12 or whatever.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right?
So, anyway, that's kind of reminded me of it, that Star Wars, who shot who first.
Okay.
And we're out of here.
Yeah, we're going to go to break.
Oh, we're going to do breaks now, are we?
No.
Well, I thought
I thought
you were
that was
going to
funny.
do that. Yeah.
No, go ahead. You got anything else? I mean, what? Come on,
Yeah,
let's go.
I got to get back on the line here. Go ahead.
I've got one that I actually saw in the news, and it's a parent beware kind of thing. It's an app that's out there now that's on these smartphones that's starting to go viral. It's called Snapchat.
Snapchat?
Snapchat. It's a real-time picture chatting. Is finally available on the iPhone. Snapchat is the fastest way to share a moment with friends. You control how long your friends can view your message. Simply set a timer up to 10 seconds and send. They'll have that long to view your message, and then it disappears forever, is what they claim.
It doesn't.
Well, let's see here. We'll let you know if they take a screenshot. Anyhow, how the way it works is a lot of kids nowadays are taking self-portraits of themselves,
Yeah.
so setting the timer and sending them to their friends or boyfriends or girlfriends, and
They're not naked?
that's what the problem is. There's a little bit of the screenshot of, well, I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, I can see some of it. All right.
Jeez, maybe
So
somebody-
basically-
One of the newest crazes that parents need to be aware that the kids are out there taking snapping pictures of themselves,
Doing things.
doing things inappropriately, and then sending them off to their friends. They see it, view it
And
for
then-
10 seconds, and supposedly they think that the
Look at
image is
this.
gone,
Look at this banana.
and they believe the image is gone, but
And it's not
It's
gone.
not
really not
Say-
gone.
I've found in my
Wouldn't you?
Facebook
Yeah, go ahead.
that I've typed in these things on some of these comments on these programs, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
that I receive, like Freedom News and stuff like that,
Yeah.
that I type these things in and they never get posted. Now, what am I doing wrong there? Posted them. See, and then you're saying about this being posted for 10 seconds, but that's, like I say, I ran across these things that never got posted, but they're here on this Facebook
They
that
got-
I wrote
I'm
that
sure.
stuff.
I'm sure they got posted. If did you post them or no?
Yeah, I posted them under my name.
And then they didn't show up, and,
And
now
they
all
didn't
of a
show
sudden,
up.
and all of a sudden they show up.
No, they're showing up on my Facebook
Yeah.
as I posted them. I didn't.
You'll have to
they
show me that one.
Yeah,
I gotta.
I'll see. But anyway,
I've got Mr. Bigglesworth right here.
I see that.
you got something else there, JJ? Or
Anyway,
Well,
it was just a big parent beware.
Not only parent beware, but I mean, really, the child beware.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just so surprised that the law enforcement isn't going after this company or these people for
They could be.
child porn.
Yeah, child
because I
And
mean,
that
if
was
it's-
one of the big things,
I mean, think about it. I mean, if your child is only 10, or 15 or whatever, I don't care what age it is, and all of a sudden, they got a frozen banana and doing things that they shouldn't be doing with a frozen banana.
right? Well, supposedly,
What?
supposedly, it's the other person has to have Snapchat as well, and it's back and forth. And,
Well, that's fine, but still, it doesn't make much sense. I
it
mean,
doesn't take it off or delete it.
right.
if
But
it's still
the
logged-
other problem is that they're finding when they did the study on TV or on the news I think it was on the Today
Wait
Show.
until he
Actually,
pushes a key.
right? Well,
I think it was
that's
on.
what we're
I think it
about.
was on the Today Show. Was that if you can get the picture and push and hold it long enough,
Yep.
you can copy it right to your smartphone.
Right. So,
Even though it supposedly disappear.
well, yeah,
You
but
can
the
also make a
problem is-
copy of it.
yeah, but here's the problem.
But it's
Here-
also often Neverland.
Okay, yeah,
still.
but here's the problem. Bye, Oscar. Go. Thank you. All right, so here's the other problem, though, with that, okay? It's got to go from your phone. It's got to convert the picture, right? Then it's got to ship it up to the internet, out to the other person's phone. So now it's hit all these different routers, all these different places, right? What?
Yeah.
Oscar's back.
Oscar's back. He snuck up the back door.
I'm gonna kick your butt, cat.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But
it's
it's
got to go. It's got to go through all these things, and it's logged, and all those packets are logged. So anybody, like saying, if I was
they're
sitting on a router,
a packet
not
hacker?
not even a packet hacker, but I'm just somebody that's rebuilding, like doing a replay, so that they can rebuild and see what somebody's doing. Okay, because maybe somebody on their network's doing something stupid. All of a sudden, you get a picture of a 14-year-old girl doing something weird, or 14-year-old boy. No, that's bad. I love you. Go away.
Doing something bad.
Yeah, doing something bad, or
Well, it depends
inappropriate.
on whose eyes you're looking through. Something bad or good.
Well, if it's a teenager to teenager, they're probably not thinking that
child
this is
porn
illegal,
or something.
but
You're probably not thinking it's illegal, right?
Exactly.
That's, because a lot of people
That's
don't
the
really.
problem.
Yeah, a lot of people just don't get it anymore.
I'll give him a thrill. Okay, that's what it means.
I suppose, but I don't even think this generation coming up even thinks about thrills and love and anything else. Because if you look at some of the chat messages that they say or they do, it's not even really about that. It's really about shock value and show me your hoo-hoos and all that stuff. It's not even about, hey, I'd like to get with you. It's just show me,
I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
Basically, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And yours are on top of your head today.
Yeah. Do you call them that? Oh, you mean these?
Doesn't matter. Point me whatever you want. I don't care. But
Anyway.
but yeah, really. But think about it. All that information now is flying out on the internet through people's routers that you have no control over. And this picture is now sitting out there on all these different routers.
Right.
You really don't think that you're not going to get caught? It's not that whether the picture goes away after 2 seconds. If somebody really found out that you were having, you were taking pornographic pictures of yourself, underage pictures of yourself, and then giving it to somebody else, and somebody else got it, it's still considered child porn.
And it's on your computer. None of the porn police come in and say, well, where'd you get all these pictures from?
I don't know.
Well, they're out on the net, and they just come downloaded,
Right. If you have like a teenage son or a son or whatever, or even if you don't, maybe if you happen to be chatting with this person, all of a sudden you realize, oh crap, they're 14. I got to delete. I suppose it all comes back to what your actions are after the fact, but still, it's just I can't even imagine.
This app is on fire, so
What?
This app is on fire. It's just being downloaded like crazy.
Because, but that, of course, isn't a testament to how our society is anymore these days. They don't. I hate to say it. I love people. I really do, to a certain degree. I just do not think that our society is staying intelligent.
It's a great tool if it's used correctly.
Right.
That's
what it comes down to. Yeah, it's a great tool. But I mean, I didn't even want to say it that way, but really, think about it.
Right.
I mean, how many times have you heard of your daughter, downloading a piece of music and getting infected with a virus?
Right.
Well, that's one of the biggest things.
Or your pseudo stepson, David, downloading that game, and everything was all, well, heck, even you, Snide, downloaded that game and screwed everything up on your computer. And it's like, buyer beware. Why aren't we in that security awareness? And maybe it's just me, because I am in that security idea so much. Hi, Mr. Bigglesworth. Say hi to the camera.
But anyway, that stuff of downloading or clicking on something, and then all of a sudden you got this program in there and you can't get rid of it.
Right, but nobody has that. Nobody really seems to have that. What's the word I'm looking for? That
common sense.
That not common sense. That feeling. That concern. That awareness that something that they might be doing might not be right. Might hurt their computer, hurt their situation, hurt whatever. It's like they're lacking that. It's like totally not there. And it's like, okay, it's okay to use your iPhone. It's all good, man. I'll download this app. Oh, it's taking video of me as I'm going to the bathroom. Okay, great.
Okay, here's something that I didn't know about that come through on my...
Comment on what we're talking about. 315-220-0692.
It brought up on my Verizon bill. $2 more out this last month. I couldn't figure out what it was. It was a 411 assisted dial telephone call.
Okay.
So now I got to go to the culprit that made it.
Okay.
And tell her, no more. You want to do them 411 calls? You do them on your cell phone, not on my house phone.
Okay.
So I don't want to pay $2 every time somebody's got a 411 because I don't know the number.
So you're telling them to use their technology that they have in their smartphone and
Instead of my smartphone.
look it up and do
Yeah.
it that way. That there's other
Right.
means
Okay.
of doing
In
it.
other words,
I got that.
means of doing it
How
other
did
than-
that relate to?
operated assisted call.
I think that's just he wants them to use their technology in order to
User?
smartphone
Use
technology.
their phone and charge their phone, not my phone.
I got that. I got the concept. I'm trying to figure out how you were relating it to the original topic because you're like, well, I got this problem, and you went right into this Verizon bill, and I'm like, wait a minute. I don't even see the pop fly. I heard the tank. I didn't see the pop fly.
My whole thing is I thought there was a virus or something wrong with my phone that started to charge me.
That's what I wanted to hear.
There you go.
Charge me this extra until I finally got the bill and I started doing some research.
Right. So the rest of it doesn't matter. You
Right.
were concerned because you were trying to prove the fact that, hey, listen, you got to be concerned. You got to be aware. You
Right.
got to be
aware.
paying attention and look at your bill. Oh, look, there's a $2 charge. Wonder why there's a $2 charge. Okay. Oh, maybe somebody's doing something bad to my phone. Right.
Yeah.
That's what your point was. Okay. That's what I
Okay,
wanted to hear.
there we go.
All right.
What time
Now,
is
what's
it?
the
I
next
totally
thing?
went down the wrong channel there. Anyway,
No, I want to know something.
Did you just hear that train wreck? Woo!
it did.
I want to ask you a question. Can your car be hacked?
Yes.
It most certainly can, as long as
Absolutely.
you have a computer. You might be behind the wheel, and increasingly, computers control your car and every function.
Yes, they do.
Doesn't matter whether it's turning that key to start that thing, locking the doors, all that electronic equipment, you know.
A lot of people don't know they got that little black box underneath that driver's seat.
That little,
Is it under the driver's seat now?
Yes, it is.
I found mine.
Huh, I didn't find mine yet.
I unplugged it and plugged it back in because I thought that was what was the problem with the light on the dash. But anyway, that little thing that's called a fob, a fob that you push and lock your doors. Click, click, beep, beep.
The wireless.
They have a decoder that can read it
and-
when you go in the store. Then they come over and go, deet, deet, and unlock your doors
Yep.
and get into your car and steal stuff.
Nice.
Nice.
So-
Well, I wasn't even thinking that. I was thinking, oh my God, you could do, well, like the new Bluetooth stuff and everything else. I mean, it gives
Bluetooth, the sync that they have.
right. I never really thought of that. There's a lot of entry points to your car besides just the key lock entry.
The fob,
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
right.
And like your microprocessors, direct braking, exhilaration, and even the horn these days.
Yeah. You know, like OnStar, the whole OnStar thing, they can take control of your car and brake for you if you're
Yes.
like having a heart attack or something or whatever.
Think about it.
That's spooky.
Give us a call if you do not
You know,
understand this.
That is flipping spooky. Oh,
Give us
phone
a
number.
call.
Phone number. Sorry, 315-220-0692. It's actually down right at the bottom of the screen as you're scrolling around
Right.
here.
But
I know I
anyway-
haven't changed. I'm sorry, Mimi. I haven't changed the video cam too much, but hey,
But
whatever. It's
anyway,
I like this
anyway
view.
because they are hidden, people don't even understand that they can be anywhere from up to 30 to 40 microprocessors in a car, in most cars.
Well, 34. It doesn't matter the microprocessors as far as that goes. It really matters about all the different systems that are interconnected. If you have some type of like main black box, which is the processor that handles everything, and it has Bluetooth. Oh my God! Could you imagine that?
Imagine the fun you could have.
Oh,
Just think
JJ, let's go do that. Oh my God, that could be fun.
just think if I was a dentist and had
Somebody-
a Bluetooth.
Somebody gives us crap on the road. Oh my God, a whole new thing for road rage. All right, you go beep, and the car just pulls right off the road.
Yeah,
Right.
it shuts down.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually,
Speaking of road rage, that was on the news last night. About one hitting the other car, and they were, and they called 911 and all that, and they had a dispute, and then it wasn't only about 3 minutes later, they were directing them to go into another one. The other guy calls up 911. They both get out of the car, and they were confronting each other. The next thing you know, they both pulled a weapon at each. Yeah, now, who's going to be what here? They both had the legal right to conceal to carry, the permit.
right?
But I guess they were.
no wonder I have such a hard time
That
with
happens
guns.
a lot out there. Actually.
Where is this?
It happened out west somewhere, and not out, I'm saying.
You know, I'm not against people having guns. I'm really not, because I mean, I'm a firm believer. It's not guns that kill; it's people who have guns that kill.
Correct.
It's people that,
So
are
making
right.
that statement,
Road
okay,
rage.
making that statement that
Right.
it's not the guns, it's the people that carry guns that kill. You know, and I'm not saying legally or illegally. I'm just saying somebody who has a gun, whether it's criminal. Criminal or not. Wow.
Let's take us into break, or I'll pull my trigger.
All right, let's go into break and we'll pick it up on the other side. Hey, if you got a computer question or whatever, give us a call, 315-220-0692. Check us out on email at
TechTalkLiveNY@gmail.com, or check us out on Facebook. We'll be right back after these
Like
brief
us.
messages.
upstate New York. I'm Flipper.
That's night.
And I'm JJ.
And we are a computer talk show, technology talk show up here in upstate New York.
And we were talking about
Road rage.
toys and road rage and all this other stuff.
Right? So give us a call at
315-220-0692.
TechTalkLiveNY@gmail.com if you want to type us a message. Come on, give us something that we can...
We're even on Facebook here.
Yeah, on
the
Facebook
page.
or on the live stream chat. I'm on there.
Okay, vehicle disablement, for disgruntled former employees, you know what I mean, that you can disable a vehicle.
Oh, right, yes.
Yeah, we're back on the vehicle.
Yeah, I got it. I was trying to figure out what you were going with.
How about tire pressure system hacking? Well,
that would be weird.
Well, research, they found out that hacking into tire pressure monitoring systems.
Did you guys see that new laser? I don't want to
Yeah.
change the subject, but it's along the you're saying tire stuff. But they've got a new laser now, supposedly, that can put pinholes into tires.
Nice.
Have you seen that?
No, I haven't seen that.
Well, they've got any laser that'll destroy it. I think can put holes in the tires as it's going around.
No, they got one that's actually like a
Pew, pew,
pew pew.
Pew, pew.
Yeah. There you go, JoJo.
Okay, how about disabling the brakes on these cars when you're going down the road? Ooh, that's kind of scary.
Oh,
Right?
that brings a new meaning to how are you going to tell? How are you going to tell who did
Computer
what?
to disable brakes and stop the engine.
Right?
Ooh, that gets weird, Is your car at risk? It most certainly is. Let's see. Protect your car from hacking, Ask about the wireless system. They do have a wireless system, right? So anyway, ask about the remote shutdown.
I would have, personally speaking, that's the only thing that worries me about the OnStar products and stuff. If you really do have, that wireless connectivity into the car with that much control, that worries me. Because, if somebody on the other end or figures out that OnStar signal or whatever,
Right.
and I know we're probably overly simplifying this, so don't get mad. I'm sure there's probably some encryption and whatever else to, satellite beam to here, and, or it's probably not even satellite, it's probably cellular. But the point comes down to is the path is there. The path exists.
Right?
And the other thing is make sure you go to a reputable dealer or repair shop with your car because...
I know a lot with that OnStar stuff is that one commercial where your vehicle's been stolen.
Oh, right.
And law enforcement's following behind it. All of a sudden, call OnStar and we'll activate the four-way flashers and then break the vehicle for you. Take the people into custody. We'll lock the doors.
Like you always say,
so they can't get out.
That's
Protect
freaky.
your system.
That's freaky.
Right?
But anyway, the other day I pulled in and I turned the key off and I dropped the keys on the floor. Bent down and picked the keys up, but as I picked them up, I hit the lock. Mm-hmm. So I just picked up the key and reached over and grabbed the handle and went to push the door open. I couldn't get out the door. Okay. I pushed the unlock button, right?
I could.
There's that little thing you pull up.
Oh, that's so funny.
The little thing on the door.
I don't have them.
Or slide.
I don't have any.
And you open the door.
No, I don't have any. So anyway,
Wait, hang on a second. I just think this is funny. Could you picture what Snide looked like in there? I wonder if I can do this on camera. Be like,
but anyway, what I had to do was put the key back in the ignition, turn it on, unlock the doors. Then I could get out. So I says, no, that's awful darn weird. So what I did is I did it all over again. I took the key out of the ignition, locked the door with a fob, couldn't get back out of the car. I tried to unlock it with a lock, right? And it wouldn't do that. So I turned and did the fob and unlocked it with a fob, and the door's open. So here's something that's you say, well, Jesus, wouldn't that be something that you disable the car, lock the door on the person, and then he couldn't get out?
right? Yeah. I think we're going to start calling Snide Garfield. What do you think?
This is the one. Hold on one second here.
This is the one what?
I got something for you to play here. Hold on one second.
Play video or audio?
Audio.
Audio. It's fine.
All right, there's your audio feed.
Let's see if it works or not here.
All right, like I say, protect your information. Be cautious about aftermarket devices. such as remote car starters and things like that, aftermarket products.
I don't know. I like the idea. I love technology moving forward, but at the same time, I want to know that I'm safe with it.
Secure.
I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to learn. And I think this is probably not a lazy thing. It's just that there's so much there. I don't want to have to learn that there's a 128-bit encryption on your key fob or something like that. I don't want to have to do that in order to understand that I'm secure. I want somebody to explain it and show me.
Now, here's a phone call. Here's a phone call for you. See if I can get to play.
Walgreens parking lot, and my car will not start. I'm locked inside my car. I cannot open my car. I can't get the windows down. Nothing electrical works. And it's getting very hot in here, and I'm not feeling well. I need some help.
That's what happened to me, but I wasn't hot.
Are you able to pull the lock up on the door and open the door? You should be able to pull the lock up even if it's electrical.
I've tried it. Oh, okay. All right, I got that going. Okay.
So are you able to get out the car now?
I got that
going. I got the door open.
I never.
All right.
I'm trying to think.
See if I can get AAA or something.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
I
never used a manual lock because it's always there's electronic on the door. A little toggle switch.
That was locked in her car. She couldn't get out. The 911 operator.
But
lift up the lock on the door.
I don't have
to
those.
Get out.
I don't have those on my car. You know where it is?
Where?
I just have to think.
It's right on the door handle.
Toggle switch right on the door handle, and
just
you
slide
don't.
it.
Yeah,
it's not a slider. It's just a toggle. It's a rocker.
What
switch.
a rocker switch.
Right. Same thing. So you just unrock it and
on the door is where you. On the door is where you.
Technology.
Push the electronic and it unlocks the whole system.
Right.
Well, speaking of wireless devices and hacking and all that wonderful stuff, I think I have another article that kind of goes along.
I used up most of the show. It's your turn now.
Well, yeah, okay. No, I just thought the FCC, let me say that again. FCC chief urges the FAA to allow more in-flight use of wireless devices such as laptops, iPhones, iPads, and stuff for entertainment purposes and for business services and so on and so forth. And they're saying that a lot of e-readers and stuff that there's not going to be as many books, so paper products. Of course, there's a lot of now here's the FCC urging the FAA to make that change.
We are going green.
Well, not green per se. I'm really thinking more. What happens if somebody gets some programs? I got programs on my tablet, on my laptop, that I can tell what the wireless signal is. I can see all the different Wi-Fi signals. I can see all the RF signals according to the antenna. Okay, I find out that there's a wireless network in there, and I can actually go up front and never enter the cabin, and I can take control of the plane. I know this is a little far-fetched at this point, but I mean, could you imagine?
All the electronic devices in an airplane.
Right.
Taking over the.
Wait a minute. I'll let the flaps down. Oh, wait a minute. I'll deploy the airbags.
Right.
In the airplane. Right.
Right. So me and Mr. Bigglesworth are going to take the plane down. Anyway, you just got me. Thank you.
There, take that.
But no, I mean, think about it. I mean, okay, so here we are. Yeah, right. We got the FCC urging the FAA to do this. Are they really thinking this through all the way? I mean, I'm okay with people using tablets. I mean, it's just like the TSA thought process. Do you really need to strip search that grandma? That's really going to be the terrorists there. I mean, okay, so maybe they have a more potential because hey, they're already at the end of their life. Okay, fine. They don't care if they die, maybe,
I would say somebody 77 years old can kill just as easily as a 25-year-old.
I know, but my point is I think they're trying so hard to be politically correct, and they shouldn't be politically correct. I'm sorry. They should be profiling. They should be, looking for the people that really has the potential to be those people.
Right. Do you look like a Muslim or an Israeli or whatever?
Well, no, I don't even think it's nationality-wise. I think it's more like, hey, are they acting weird? Okay, toenail clippers. For the love of God, right. Toenail clippers. What the hell are you going to make with toenail clippers? I had
to throw mine off just for a boat ride that I was leaving the United States, going out in the international waters, and coming back to the same port. They were so afraid of that toenail clipper that I was going to stab the captain on the boat, which you couldn't even access to it, you know, or get access to the pilot's house.
Let's go.
You know what I mean? So I had to throw them away.
Yep.
So that was stupid.
That is stupid.
But then in turn, when I did that, they let me go through. They never searched for my 4-inch knife.
Right. That's kind of the backwards thought process. I really do not think.
I mean, even if you were a smoker, they took your lighter away. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had to always make sure you had a book of matches with you or something.
Well, you take that and you light it, and you pop the flame out, and you put it in your finger like that, and then you fill it out, and then you strike it again, and you go boom, and it blows your fingers apart.
Right.
You know what I mean? It makes a bang.
But
Well, I'm sorry that I give somebody some idea.
I'm
but that's,
sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, I understand we want to be secure. I understand that because I'm along those same lines. I mean, I want to be secure. I want to keep my network safe. Whatever network I'm working on, I always want to keep my network safe. I want to keep my users safe. I want to do all that stuff.
I want to be safe in the air and all this.
But at the same time, there comes a point of it's like a pendulum. I keep using this analogy. Everybody hates it. It's just like women's rights. It's just like any other thing that we've seen in history where the pendulum is way over here and it's unfair for one side. The pendulum swings and it gets right about here, right in the sweet spot where it should be. Okay, and then it goes right the hell. Then it goes right the hell over to the other side, and we've gone totally overboard. And,
the other way.
And now we don't know how to bring it back. You know, and it's like it should be right here. It should be okay. We're safe enough where we shouldn't have these problems, but we're not safe enough where it would never happen.
The pendulum could only swing about that far, not this far.
Right. It's about acceptable risk. You know, especially with that kind of stuff. You know, like. You know, I can use any example you want. I mean, it doesn't matter what you want.
I can use you one. A police officer comes up to the door and he wants to enter, and he says the first thing out of his mouth, "Do you have any guns?" What do you answer the guy? "Yes, I got guns."
I got 3.
Oh, well, now he's got to run in the house, and he got to have those guns so that they're secure. They take them away from you so that the house is secured. It's none of his business whether I got guns or not. If he's doing his job the way he should, I don't need guns. The other thing is, take your gun off and put it in the car. Here's the pendulum. Swinging over here. Do I have guns? Now it swings all the way back. He's got his gun. Take your gun off and put it in the car and then come back in and talk to me. Then we're on equal terms. The pendulum's right in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, I want you to understand what I'm saying. You go to both extremes.
Well, I understand, you know, and that's one of those, it's like that blind faith thing that we were talking about that one time.
A leap.
It is. It's one of those things. I mean, officer safety, I can understand the concept of officer safety, why they would want to do that. Do they have to confiscate those guns? No. Do you have a gun on you? I would be more concerned about that because you have direct access to it.
Do you have a gun on you, officer? No.
Yes, you do. But the point is that they have the right to carry that gun because
I have a right to carry my gun.
Well, not technically. You don't.
Yes, I do.
You don't have a permit.
I didn't say I needed a permit. I have the right to bear arms. Period.
No, you don't. But that's a total.
Now there you go with all these state laws and people trying to control again. But anyway, go ahead.
That's a new technology talk.
I'm going to stay off this topic. Anyway, there's your example. Okay, great, wonderful.
Top 5 social media scams.
There you go. You want to do that? Go for it.
Go for it.
Anyway, I got to get over here. Computer won't work. It must be your network.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
You're probably doing something illegal or wrong.
Chain letters.
Chain letters.
No comment on chain letters?
I hate chain letters.
Well, I do too. Yeah. Retweet this and Bill Gates donate $55 million or $5 million to charity. Yeah. If you believe that. Mm-hmm. There you go. Everybody got to have a chain letter, right?
Right.
How many?
I'm going to start one for myself then.
How many?
Right.
No. How many viruses are attached to that chain letter or malware, spyware?
Or what if they're sending you someplace where you shouldn't be? That's the whole thing.
Once you get past a couple forwards, you just probably don't want anything to do with it. Really?
Right.
Yeah, I don't.
To it.
Well, it also depends on how many addresses are attached to it. I mean, if it's been forwarded at least once, and all of a sudden you're getting 6 copies of it, it's just as bad as having multiple forwards.
Well, all right.
So
this is true.
All right, cash grabs.
Cash grabs are. Ooh, hi.
Ooh, hi.
Somebody got a call, or we got a?
No, go ahead.
Got a call or was it his?
No, it was his.
It's just me.
Oh.
Just a smartphone being smart.
It vibrated the whole table. It made me excited.
Well, I thought maybe it was on a computer. By the very nature of social media sites, make it easy for us to stay in touch with our friends while researching out to meet new ones. But how well do you know these new acquaintances? It's just like on Facebook. Every day, if I don't get one or two, do you know these people? And there's a list of 15 people. Delete. I don't want to associate with them on Facebook, period. Maybe there might be 3 that I might, the rest of them I don't. So if I agree to them, you know what I mean? I don't want to associate with them. Ding dong.
Why? Because you don't like them, you don't really talk to them, you don't want to reconnect with them?
I don't. I haven't seen them in years, and now all of a sudden they want to be my friend? Because
it
they
makes it
know
easier?
you, or they know him, or they know somebody else that I'm associated with on Facebook
You're
with.
totally missing the point of social media. Then I mean that's kind of that's kind of the whole backwards thought process behind what social media is defined as versus how people use it sometimes. Like social media. I mean, how many friends do you have that you really actually talk to on there? Maybe 6, 10, 15?
6, 10, 12, right?
Yeah, somewhere around there. I only got 6, 10, 12, but I have 380 some.
Yeah, I got like 500
Oh,
or something.
I got probably 5 to 10 that I really actually talk to on my
Right.
Facebook.
Right.
But now all these other people are coming in.
Which
and
is not a big deal.
It's like your cousin that I wouldn't have anything to do with anyway, which is was back out in Texas, but I don't know where he is now.
Oh, Big A.
Whatever he
So
was,
anyway-
was over to Grandma's there.
Oh, yeah.
So
So you
anyway,
accept them and you block what they can see and can't see. That's what.
Right.
there's-
Well, yeah, that's why there's whole lists. Like
Right.
Facebook has like a list set up where you can put people into friends, acquaintances, or just I know them.
Right.
And then they get. I know, but it get for you it would get a little more convoluted. You're not going to want to spend the time to figure that
Right.
out.
No.
But at the same time, for somebody like me or JJ or for the show, we would want to have those tools in order to get more and more people, because I mean that's what you're trying to do, like, you know, to stay in touch and keep friends and
Get our name out there.
get the name out there at the same time as maybe find some guests. I mean, that's the one major benefit to social media, but at the same time, the downfall of that is the same concept with your whole scam idea. It is very easy to get a friend that's going to start scamming you or something like that, and you don't know if it's really the person that you knew or if it's somebody else.
Wasn't it here a couple of weeks ago that you were so mad and teed off about it because they were saying these bad things about
Oh yeah,
you?
yeah, absolutely.
And you know,
Because they misconstrued. It's just like what I just said about the gun law thing.
Yeah.
You know, it could be totally misconstrued because I'm not willing to put my entire opinion out there.
Right, and look where Snide went.
Right. Look where Snide went with it. And, you know, they're not going to say a damn thing about him, but let me tell you, they'll go after me like there's no tomorrow.
I only touched a very small part of it. But anyway, hidden charges. That's just, remember what we were just talking about, hidden charges?
Hidden charges. You put your credit card information out there.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah, that's really, you know. Well, here's the other thing. I'm going to add to that. Is there collection agencies on there
For what?
for part of the scam thing that you're reading?
Well, there's hidden charges, and then there's phishing request,
Yeah.
hidden URLs. That's number one.
Okay.
But there's only 5
I'm going to
now.
add something to this because, you know, buyer beware. And I have a real major. I probably have just as much of a problem with collection agencies as probably some of the top talk show hosts out there, because I can't stand them because they really are not, you know, scrupulous people. They're the bottom of the barrel trying to make a living off of calling people and getting people pissed off enough to pay. But
Does it work?
no, not really.
Okay.
Well, think about it. I mean, I didn't. I went and did it my own way. I'm going to do it my own way. I'm not going to have some Asian lady call me up and be like, "Oh, you need to pay now. You need to pay now. You late on your Dell bill. Oh, you got to pay now. Now, I'll take your credit card over the phone and we'll get you a payment right now. You have to pay right now or you're going to get fees."
Click.
That's pretty much what it was. And that is not a racial statement.
Freeze.
That is not a racial statement. That is
Freeze.
exactly what happened to me. I had
Freeze.
somebody who had the Dell agent called me from someplace in Asia. That's the type of accent I couldn't understand her completely. Out of country collection agency. You really think you want to give up your bank account, your electronic bank account information to somebody overseas who's just a contractor to try to collect money for Dell? Sorry, it is out of my hand. I'm not going to do it. I will not do it. I don't care what fee you impose. I don't care if you come take my damn car. It is not going to happen.
You come and knock on my door, and then I might write you out a check.
Right.
But you're not going to get my bank account
like the old
number.
Foxworthy joke, right? You know? Oh, a check.
So-
Hell, I can write you a check.
Yeah.
So buyer beware, especially with the holiday seasons when you're doing your internet shopping. Make sure it's a legitimate site.
But hidden charges, you know, what type of Star Wars character are you, you know what I mean? So you find out through a quiz. The next thing you know is it sounds interesting, so you enter your cell phone information, right?
Right, because applications aren't innocent anymore.
Instructed.
Applications aren't innocent anymore. You don't know what that person programmed in there, like the Daily Picks.
I love that insurance commercial. Was it State Farm? It's got to be true. I found it on the internet.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, my God,
He's a French model. Yes.
Well, just as bad as Snipe saying I saw it on TV.
What does he say? Bonjour, senor?
Yeah, you're boned all right. Holy cow.
But anyway, as instructed, after a few minutes, the text turns up. It turns out you're more Yoda than Darth Vader. Well, that's very interesting, but not as much as the next month's cell bill will be.
Eat me, you will.
So the hidden charges, you know. You're also unwittingly subscribed to someone's dubious service that charges you $9.95 every month.
Right.
Hello.
Right.
So the thing isn't free or service isn't free. When they ask for my cell phone number, the first thing I do is go click. You're out of here. You're off. That little red X up in that corner, gone.
Yep.
And then they say, "Are you sure you want to leave this site? Come on,
betcha.
stupid." You know what I mean? Are you sure you want to leave this site?
Well, you notice how he did that, right? You notice how he did that, right?
Stupid. So. How about the fishing resources, you know, or requests?
Fishing requests are all over the place, but I mean,
that isn't fishing for trout either. That's fishing for the sucker.
You know, I can understand, you know, some form of login or something like that. I can understand using your cell phone for confirmation that you are you or you're real. But it makes no sense that you have to have the cell phone with texting in order to verify you are you and you are real. It should have some type of setup where email and CAPTCHA could be used. Everybody's like, oh, they figured out how to beat CAPTCHA. No, they haven't. They haven't figured out how to beat CAPTCHA yet because it's an image that they can't read, but you can read. Okay, so CAPTCHA.
Type in the letters as you see them.
Yeah, it's a little image. It generates an image of like a phrase or something, and then you got to type it in, and then it goes to and it asks, yes, this is the right phrase. It verifies that you're human. That's the first thing. Second thing, if you got an email account that, you know, it sent to you and then you send it back, most likely that's you. Remember what we were talking about yesterday at lunch? We're always going after that 1 or 0.5% of a problem, and we make it so big like it's an actual 30 or 40% problem.
I'm going to bring my recorder so that we can record this stuff. So after the show, we can put that on too. You know.
Oh, you don't want to hear that.
Yeah, I know you don't want to hear it.
Not with me.
Not
with me. I get mad.
The last thing before we go off the air, which we're ready to go.
Yeah, we got to go.
So anyway, it's hidden URLs. You know, the hidden ones that you.
I got one right here.
URL?
Just scan.
Yep.
Just scan. Okay. My screen just went blank. So.
Okay, there we go. So we're ending the show. Anyway, you've been listening to Tech Talk Live. I'm Flipper.
I'm Snyder.
And I'm JJ.
And we're on every Saturday morning, 11 to 12 on FingerLakes1.com. You can also check out our podcast. We record the show. You go check us out on YouTube. We have our own channel.
Out there on iTunes as well.
We are out on iTunes, right?
Correct. Yep.
All right, cool. So anyway, we'll see you next week. We're out of here.
See ya.
See ya.
You've been listening to your technology talk show. Tune in next time to Tech Talk Live.